And I've said this again and again, people went on a rampage. The church must learn to normalize breakup. It's part of life. There's nothing special about it. Listen to what I'm saying. It is possible that these two people are pastors in church and they feel they are not good for each other. It's normal. Never marry anybody because of what people say. If your life goes bad, they will still talk. Last, because somebody was sharing testimony the other time and then said Tipe. I don't know what that means, but because see, last, everybody will leave your issue and face their problem. You want to get married and all your thinking is about as fine as you are and as fine as he is. When you come together to produce children, how fine they will be. That's your thought. Have you seen fine children who have been messed up with a very brutal man? Please be careful. Is that okay now? That foundation needs to be laid. Marriage is very honorable. It is not what we rush into. If you are not ready to commit, don't marry. Yet. The guy doesn't do church. He says he works from home. No pastor around can pastor him because he's given to the word. And you like him like that. He's my own, my only one, my one and only. I don't even do any kind of marriage where any pastor will call me and my wife. We are men in our own right. Your definition of masculinity is to be one that has no sense of accountability. What a way to be a man. And that in itself is a sign of low self-esteem. Because you feel once there is someone who provides instruction and guidance, they are evading your space. What do you think about yourself? How do you perceive yourself? What makes you feel like a man? Is it money? Or the ability to control a woman? What makes you feel like a man? That's why when many men go broke, they lose it. Because the only thing that makes them feel like a man is the money. What's masculinity beyond money? You say, you don't have money now. Say, women, you don't just have women. If a woman is any more than you, you must find a way to bring her down to your level so she can obey. It is not control that makes men. It is leadership. Some women say, I can't marry a man. When they do marriage vows, I don't do to submit and to obey. Let me tell you something. The reason why you don't do that is because you have dated. You will not know when you submit. Submission is not demanded, it is commanded. A life compels you. You see the leadership you've not seen in your previous generation. You are compelled to honor him. You will not know when you say my king, because he is. And if that's still your feeling, it's a sign you are dating a fool right now. Break it. I don't care your age. Are you there? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you. I'm going to start, but let me tell you something. No, I need to talk to you. Are you there? Let me tell you something. Masculinity is under attack. Because leadership is becoming scarce amongst men. Leadership is demonstrated with a lifestyle, not with words. That you follow God in a persuading way that your children want to be like you. That's leadership. That's leadership. Now we go online and see girls and talk about sexual life and what they've done with their body online. And they know that when it's time to settle, they will not struggle. And the good ones struggle. They know that because they know that we are in the era of foolishness amongst men. What's left of them is testes. They are gone. That's what's left. They are gone. It's the era of foolishness. See, people come in church and get angry and say, pastors this, pastors that. And they are online. Say, I can die for Machala. I can die for Davido. And they come to church. It's when it's church matters, they vent. You are not a man. You're just a boy who needs to be trained and taught. Are you still there? Yes, or should I round up? No, so let me balance it. There are girls who deserve to be single all their lives. The Bible said it is better to dwell in the corner of a house than to be with a contentious woman. This girl has no capacity for peace. Trouble, fire, everywhere, born. No respect, no regard, nothing. And they believe if I can weave my wigs like this, I will get a man. You will get a foolish one. You know, when David was going to kill Uriah, he said, put him where the battle is fierce. But let the valiant men withdraw from him. There are men that the valiant men have left. Be careful. Take your time. You will wish you did. Take your time. Take your time. And prepare yourself. Now, listen to this. Waiting is not just the passage of time. Waiting is a process of building. That it's been 5 years since the last man asked you out doesn't mean you are waiting. You might be decaying. Just getting bad and worse. Say, I hear. I choose to wait correctly. Now, I asked you a question while I was teaching this before. That if anybody marries you now, has the person been favored or judged? Now, hear this. Hear me. The answer to that is not in screaming, but by what you make out of your spouse. There are hunters and there are gardeners. There are people that the last phase of a girl's beauty is her wedding day. From that moment going forward, she begins to shrink and depreciate till she looks like a witch. He will bring other women, he will taunt her, he will do many things, but she married him like that. There are demons in Kaftan. Beware. Apologies if you came with Kaftan. But you know my heart. Am I correct?